Hi, welcome to Vision Classes. It's a classes for IGCSE, GCSE, AS in A level. So today we have to discuss why students feel further math too difficult. Recently, even the study published by the international teachers or students, their opinion. I have clubbed all these things to comprehensively analyze this data. Okay, so to put forward my some of the opinion. So how to overcome these difficulties and things like that, we will discuss it. So here the further math, basically first part is why student find it difficult or it's complex. Because if you look at this four paper, further pure mathematics 1, pure 2, fine, then further mechanics and probability statistic part. All right, so these are four papers are there, and for AS level you have to give any two papers, fine. Paper 1, along with that you can take the paper 3 or paper 4. Then for A level it's a paper 2, along with that you can take the either leftover from the paper 3 or paper 4. So if you analyze this whole syllabus, it's a completely complex, okay, in-depth topics are there. So for example, matrices, polar coordinate, vector, proof of induction. So this proof by induction, all those topics of paper 2 little bit complex are there, and student usually what they do mistake in their study is that they just study basic concepts. No, that's not enough. For you are opting for a further math, so there must be in-depth study, goes on and on and on continuously. That's what the further math expect to do, fine. Then in paper 2, if you look at it, here you have a matrices, then differentiation, integration, complex number and differential equation. So those are not a very basic concept, they are in-depth concepts. So every other part you have to have a to understand the basic concept, along with that in-depth concepts are there. Then mechanics, I would say some of the concepts are very basic are there, some of them are in-depth. For example, circular motion, you have to learn and understand the theory part and to apply them in the practical questions as well. That's what I expected in the further math. Then in the probability statistic is a paper such that you have some basic concepts are there, fine. So those basic concepts you have to apply them to solve any kind of any nature of questions. Okay, so here you have a lot of practical applicable questions will bound to come in the paper, fine. And you have to ready with your basic understanding of theory. So all this part, fine. And here just a means from, if you look at this one, you have a 5 topics are there, and from this 5 topic around 5 to 6 each and every other topic, there are sub 5 topics are there, fine. 5 to 6 subtopics are there. So those subtopic, if you prepare it very well, I would say even you can fetch the good marks, fine. And so this is this the second part is actually this is 2-year course structure is there, fine. So 2 year means yes, in A level you can study it in depthly, fine. And if you manage very well to prepare and study continuously or daily basis, then it will help you to cover whole syllabus, fine. In the school what they do, due to extracurricular activity and things like that, in the school the teachers or professors, they cover this further math content fast, fine. But the students sometimes not able to grasp the concept quickly and efficiently, and that result into suffering in applying those concepts in when it comes to the test or paper solving, fine. So that's a second problem that we see. Then nextly, the further math actually it require greater ability to think in abstract and understanding concepts of math, fine. So that's not easy, actually it's challenging for the student. So those who want to opt for further math, you have to develop and understand the basic concepts, then and then you can opt it actually. So while playing the football, the players enjoy the football match, right? Likewise, while solving the mathematics question, you have to enjoy it rather than don't take it, I would suggest. Fine. So enjoy the math as well. Even so, see, while when I solve any question, okay, I enjoy the maths. That's why it helps to develop the one of the inner sense of mathematics. Fine. So that ability you have to develop yourself to develop the interest in maths. Fine. Then, nextly, the fourth point is emphasis on the four proof and reasonings. Then, in particularly the probability statistic mechanics part, you have to draw the conclusion. So those conclusions, if you know the very well rigorous understanding of math, then and then you will be able to draw it. Otherwise, it's not worth. Fine. Now, the next point is actually the Cambridge even published what's the minimum marks required for A or to get the B. So if you look at here, it's the marks, maximum marks are available here for component 1, paper 1 and paper 2. It's a 75 marks are there. Paper 3 and paper 4, you have a 50 marks are there. All right. So for the paper 1 and paper 2, at least you need to have a 53. For paper 2, 65. Fine. And here mechanics, you need to have a at least 25 marks are there to get the A grade. Fine. And for probability statistic, as I said, it's straightforward, so you need to have a more than 40 marks to fetch A grade here. Fine. So every year this is the just a this is the minimum marks to get the A grade. Fine. How to overcome this whole difficulty level? So I have a few solutions as well. I'm not just emphasizing on the difficulties every other student know, every other professor teacher know in the school, how students are facing these problems. Fine. So I have a few suggestions as well. Fine. So to overcome all these challenges, firstly build a strong base for A-level math. Fine. So this is crucial. So ensure that your basic understanding about the algebra, calculus, trigonometry, coordinate geometry, those problems or those areas, you need to have a good understanding. Otherwise, every other time you are sitting in the class or further math and you are asking what's the discriminant part to the professor, that's not good idea, right? So you have to clear with your the algebra, calculus, trigonometry, coordinate geometry. So those areas you must have to have a good understanding. That's the first point. Fine. Second point is actually consistent effort and practice. Here, just take an example of Ronaldo, Messi, or the Mbappe. What they do on regular basis, they go on pitch, they practice, they come to the match, they perform on day-to-day basis. Actually, even though they lose it, again go back, practice, come back again, play the match, win the match and enjoy it, again go back. So this is the consistency that you have to maintain throughout the 2 year. Fine. So consistent effort and practice is necessary for each and every other topic. That's what it is required. Fine. So here you have a many resources. So resources are available. Along with that means past paper, here past paper, then textbook. Okay, you will get the many questions from your professor or school teachers. Okay, so then apart from that, you have a past paper. Past paper is key to get the A grade. Fine. That's necessary even. So I would suggest 5 to 10 years you have to analyze them, each and every question and their nature, why they have framed in such a way that means student find it difficult. You have to understand the logic. Okay, then and then you will overcome this challenge. Fine. Then nextly, seek the help when needed. Basically, don't hesitate to ask the teacher or your classmate about help in any of the concept, even though it's a simpler one or it might be difficult one, but keep asking, keeps resolving your problems at that moment only, then and then move ahead. Okay, otherwise if you go on accumulating all this problem, then you will find more difficult going ahead. Fine. So then nextly, develop deep understanding. So again, I am emphasizing on understanding the basic principle reasoning. Okay, that's necessary for further math. Fine. Then nextly, next one is very crucial, that is effective utilization of your time management due to large amount of content. So you, when you go to the college, actually you have to not only manage just a further math, you have to manage other things as well, your extracurricular activities, practicals, the other subjects. So better understand this time management thing. I will explain this time management, how we can manage it in next another video. But the time management is crucial for each and every other topic. Fine. Then nextly, utilize this resources. So resources, I would say, actually you can categorize. Suppose let's say you are going to give the paper one, mechanics, in the AS level. So then just collect all these resources together. Fine. So let's say for example chapter 1, you have these many different types of questions are there. Collect them, revise them, continuously work on them. That will be beneficial long term. Fine. And some of the concepts of AS level are also utilized in C level. Fine. So so you have to understand, develop the sense of understanding, then and then it will help you. So this guidance will help you for longer term, and you will benefit out of it. If you have any doubt, just comment in the comment box. Fine. That's it. I'm here to help you. If you want to continue with us, I have left the contact in the description box as well. Thank you.